If you love lemon as much as I do, I'll show you a foolproof cake mix hack that will make you never go back to plain old lemon cake ever again. Let's not waste any more time. Since I'm making a 2-layer cake, I'm going to use 2 boxes of lemon cake mix. Full list of ingredients will be down in the description box, and feel free to cut the ingredients in half for one cake. You'll need 1 cup of vegetable or canola oil, 1.5 cups of water, ½ cup of frozen lemonade mix, 2 lemons for lemon zest, 6 eggs. You can use any lemon icing you want, but I've had great results by using the Cake Boss Italian buttercream icing. This one's the lemon flavor. I'll also use the vanilla buttercream icing for the middle layer of the cake. Let's preheat our oven to 350. Grab your 2 boxes of cake mix and dump them both into a medium-sized bowl. Whenever you're combining dry and wet ingredients, it's good practice to keep them separate, or you can just create a small bowl in the middle. It might overflow, but it'll be just fine. Crack all 6 eggs inside, and I decided to be a little fancy. Beginner's luck. Now go ahead and pour in your oil, and I know it looks like a lot, but trust me, it's going to be awesome. Pour in your water, and this is the first of 2 secret hacks. Open up your lemonade mix by pulling the plastic tab, and we're going to use about ½ of a cup. I don't usually measure, but I wanted to get y'all exact amounts. Well, maybe just a little bit more for good luck. Grab a mixer, or you can do this by hand, and give it a mix on low for about 30 seconds. Get one of the lemons and a zester, and remove only the yellow skin of the lemon. If you go any further than the yellow part, your cake will be very bitter, and it's supposed to be a sweet cake. Give your zester a spanking to remove any remaining zest that's hanging on. Scrape down the sides and the bottom. Give it another mix until smooth for about 2 minutes. Gather your pans and spray them down with cooking spray. We don't want our cake sticking because we're going to remove them from the pans. Pour half of the mixture into each pan. You might have to do some eyeballing, but it doesn't have to be exact. Scrape down the insides to get every little bit out of there. Once you're done with that, and if needed, give the pans a quick shake or lift it up to one side to distribute the cake mix evenly. Let's go ahead and place our cakes in the oven. And please excuse my oven, I know it's a little dirty. I actually shot a video of me cleaning it with a steam cleaner soon after this. That video will be out in the near future. The box says to cook it for 25 minutes, but I'll check it at 21. Alright, the timer went off. Let's go ahead and give it the old toothpick test to see what we got. Looks fantastic. If the toothpick still had runny cake mix on it, put it in for another 5 minutes, but almost clean is exactly what you're looking for. Take them out of the oven and make sure to let them cool down to almost room temperature. Now this video is not a tutorial on how to decorate a cake. So for the professional cake decorators out there, I'm sure you'll have a laugh on how I prepare this cake, but whether it looks good or bad, the taste I guarantee will be amazing. I'm using just a regular sheet pan lined with foil to put my cake on, but you can use anything you want. Get your icing and open them up so they can start to really get to room temperature, which will make them easier to spread. When I mentioned earlier to let your cake cool down, the reason is if it's still hot, sure it'll make spreading the icing real easy, but it'll start to melt and run down the sides of the cake. That's no bueno. Let the cake hang out for about 30 minutes to an hour and you're good. Run a butter knife around the edges so the cake will be easier to release from the pan. What I did is place the sheet pan over the cake and just flip it over. It came out real easy. Now I don't know if this matters, but I wanted the flat part of the cake to lay down flat on the pan. So I got a sheet of foil and placed it on top, flipped it over again and placed it back down. Now you would think that this is a no-brainer, but I've seen many people mess this up. If your cake hasn't cooled down enough and your icing is a bit stiff or cold, when you start spreading the icing, you'll start tearing the cake. Then you'll get bits and pieces of cake all in your icing. Not a huge deal since this is the middle layer and no one will see it. If your icing is a little stiff, place it into a bowl of warm water or put it in the microwave for a few seconds at a time until it's nice and smooth to spread. Use whatever you feel comfortable with, whether it's a spatula or a butter knife. Put as much or as little icing as you want. With the second cake, I decided to use one of my fish spatulas to lift the cake out. It was a bit risky because it could snap in half, but it worked just fine. Place it on top. Now for the lemon frosting, just spread it around like the vanilla icing, and remember, this is the layer for presentation purposes, so make it look real smooth, the best you can. Take your time. Before we move on to the edges, I wanted to clean them up a bit. I took a bread knife and made a straight cut along each edge and removed any quote-unquote waste pieces. But trust me, they were not wasted. Start icing the edges nice and smooth and don't forget the corners. As a side note, I have tried to use lemon extract by itself for more flavor without the frozen lemonade, and it wasn't that strong. I think next time I might throw everything lemon I can to see what kind of flavor I get. But the hacks that I'm giving you was the best lemon cake I've ever had. If you're having some trouble making the icing nice and smooth, I got a cup and poured some hot water inside. I let the butter knife hang out and take a nice hot bath so it could warm up and smooth out the icing for me. Work smarter, not harder. Once that's done, go ahead and grab your final lemon and garnish the top with lemon zest. As much or as little as you want. But if you're watching this video, you love lemon and you're going to use every little bit of it, just like I did. Once that's done, you can enjoy a big slice of your favorite cake. Did I mention this was my birthday cake? I like to make my own, that way I know it's good. If you made it this far, thank you very much. Let me know what other lemon desserts that my lemon lovers love in the comments section, and here's some more homemade cooking videos I believe you'll enjoy. Leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you soon on the next video. Have a blessed day.